Good day, Dr. Schrader. This is Ben Gotch providing a demonstration for my final year project of University Augmented Endoscopy. I'm sorry this demonstration isn't in German, but unfortunately I'm unable to speak the language, so I hope you'll be able to bear with me. So let's dive right into it. What we have here is the first screen that comes up with the application, where we can choose either upper or lower GI. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to click on upper GI and head straight into the application. What we can actually see here on screen is a video I've sourced from the internet, which means that it's not amazing quality, which does have some effect on the results which the application is able to find. So what we can actually see here on screen is in the top left-hand corner, we have the option buttons, library and extras, and down the right-hand side we have the results which are being found by the application. So what I'll do is I'll just click on one of these, and what we get is information on the tissue I clicked. So I can go through here, read the description of what the tissue may look like, and down the side here we have 3 images of this disease. It's worth noting again that the information, the spelling, and the images are all sourced from the internet, as the medical library isn't actually on my university campus. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to click one of the green buttons on one of these tissues. What that will do is that'll pass that image back to the screen for us to look at later on. So we can now see in the bottom left-hand corner here that tissue has been passed back to the screen. So now I can compare that to anything which comes up during the course of the procedure, and I can also move it around in case it gets in the way. What I'm going to do now is I'm just going to run through the 3 image processing techniques that have been used in this application. The first technique uses the color of the image. It then takes the threshold of this across 2 of the planes. So I believe it's red and green. It's been a while since I wrote the code. It then takes this threshold image and it runs a canny edge detection across it. This provides an outline. This outline is then thinned to a distinct shape, and this shape is then compared to see if it matches a shape of a duodenal polyp or a pedunculated polyp. I believe, sorry, just a polyp or a pedunculated polyp. The second technique I use is color histograms. This works by taking the entire screen, segmenting it into 100 squares, and at each square checking to see if the color in that square, or a color histogram for that square, matches a color histogram for an average healthy tissue. If it does, it's ignored. If it doesn't, it's added to a log. All of these damaged squares are then grouped, and the 2 largest groups are then processed to see if their average color histogram matches a color histogram already stored in the database. The last method works by taking 4 different thresholds across the 3 image planes of red, green, and blue, and it also uses the hue saturation value of the image and thresholds this. These images are then laid across each other to give us 2 distinct results. These results then have the average colors taken of them, and these average colours are then compared to the average colour of damaged tissues, and the results brought up at the side. The result is that the first method is able to detect polyps reasonably successfully. The second method is perhaps a little cautious, but able to find results. And the third method is perhaps a little overzealous, but also still reasonably accurate. What I'll do now is I'll just run through what these 2 buttons in the top left-hand corner do. Extras at the moment is non-functional. Library gives us 2 options to browse. We can go up and down, and again this orange button will bring up that screen that we saw when I clicked on the tissue on the right hand side. Or we can search. So if I search now for POL, we get some polyps, so I can either add the image directly from here, or again go more information and add it back to the video feed. I can move these around, and if I want, I can then also remove them. So I'd like to thank you for watching this demonstration. I hope it's been informative, And if you have any further questions about anything I've discussed, then please feel free to contact me. Okay, thank you very much. Cheers now.